We had some rain last night. When I say rain, I mean the properly lashing down stuff. That field was standing water an hour ago. Here it comes again. Not so heavy this time. But yeah, water. Lots and lots of water. Right, he's sucking well. And that one. Yeah, I think he's going to block up fairly quick again, really, but that's what this chap's for. The surplus. So that's 2 3-inch drains, just about keeping up with the flow that's coming in over there. And bearing in mind, that was an argument. Obviously, we've had some overflowage because it's all running down through there too. Joy. This is very, very wet, but I will hasten to add, a lot drier than it would normally be, because a lot of the water that would normally come out here is now going down there and should be coming out in the ditch. Well, some of it is running down where I dug the ditch. So it's going that way. So what's up on top of here is obviously what's landed on the top. It's got to percolate down through the soil yet. Once we get down to here, it's now disappearing. It's having time to disappear. That's being picked up by the perforated drain. I would imagine that's running pretty hot. We'll soon find out. Difficult to tell really, but you can see the dirty water coming out of that pipe, and the 110mm running pretty good too. Lots of water going down there. I did expect to see it coming gushing out a bit more than that, but I suppose the actual rainstorm is finished. That was a storm. That was lashing the side of our house. That woke me up 5 o'clock this morning. Right. We've got to get on and sort some sheds out. Well, the cattle, they're all still at the top there on the higher ground. It's higher, but it's not necessarily drier. I don't actually know what the fascination is with that piece of ground out there, but that's where they are, all at the top of the hill. They seem quite happy. They're going to be less happy when I shut them in. Right now they've got the choice, in or out. They can come and go as they please, but that will change when I shut them in. When I shut them out, they want to come in. When I shut them in, they want to go out. That's cow logic, that is. Okay. I'm expecting the stream down here is running pretty hot too. I'm surprised actually this hasn't overflowed. I think unblocking the pipe may have helped. There's still a fair bit of water coming down there. Peaceful that side. Not so much this side. It's not regular, this stream flows like this. But on the occasion it does, you're thinking, am I going to have any minnows left? Are they all going to be washed downstream? Don't worry, they got somewhere to hide in there. Oh well, what's piqued their interest? There's a sudden stampede of Dexters going out through the gate into the avenue. What's kicked that off? So what was this? A case of FOMO or something? Did you think you were missing out on something? Hey? You got here and it was disappointed because nothing was actually going on. They come bawling down through there. It's like, yeah, let's get to the gate, let's go for the gate. There's nothing there. Boys and girls. Hello, boys and girls. Go on, you. Right, let's go and make you a bed, shall we? Well, I was concerned about letting the cattle in here, or more to fact in there, across this stone because, oh, there's another one there, because of stuff like this. Getting caught in feet. This surface isn't really ready. I thought I picked all that up. But they haven't made as much mess as I thought they would. I thought this would get churned up more than this. So, in some ways, I'm kind of relieved. In fact, in some ways, they probably helped pack it down a bit. Right, so I think what we're going to do is this side of the shed, I'm thinking of reserving for our young stock that are coming back over from the other farm, and we'll keep them in here. There's 22 of them, but they're smallish cattle. It is a bit tight still, 22 cattle in basically a 60-foot by 40-foot shed, 30-foot shed, sorry. A bit tight, but I don't know, I might have to open the top door over there just to get a bit more airflow through, because we don't tend to trim their backs when they're in. Then again, so we usually actually feed them outside. I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I could actually, because it's smaller cattle, they're not going to churn up as much. I wonder. Think on that. Right, I've made a start of clearing stuff out of there and putting it in there, but it's going to take hours. So I think I'm just going to have to use the old finger snap magic and jump forward a bit, and hopefully next time I'm stood on that stone looking that way, it'll look a bit more like some progress. We've made some progress. Most of the sheep handling stuff now is over there against the back wall, stacked up, and then it's got a strap along there. Make sure it can't fall over, just in case someone decides to climb on it. Bought the creep feeder in, which I'm going to put this side. Calves like somewhere to get out of the way, and they're quite happy to go in small dark places or whatever else, just out from underneath parents' feet. So I put that in here not to feed the calves, it's literally just to give them somewhere to get out of the way. I'm going to have to put something under the back there just to keep the draft out, so it's a bit cozy for them as well. But yeah, we'll make use of the creep feeder. I think the next thing on the list is we need a barrier across here, so I can reopen this fella if I can get it off, and put that in there, I hope. Should fit. There you go. The only thing with a round post and a round hole is always the chance of it moving. So, but I think, I can't remember if that's a 12-foot gate. This is all measures up. 12 or a 13-foot gate, or what it was that went through that gap there. But if I grab another hinge, are you going to be long enough to go across there? Not quite. Right, a slightly longer version of that perhaps. Maybe to go to that corner there, because I can chain him back to that leg. Right, I'm kind of making this up as I go along. But I expect you already know that, don't you? How about this one? You set right. That's providing the hinges are set correct. No, they're not. Right. I got to move that top hinge down. Spanner. That's what I want. That one there. Right, so bolt, spring, washer. Where's the washer? No washer? Oh, cheapskates. Right, I have so far hung the 12-foot gate, put that little fella on there. I brought the creep forward a little bit so that gate comes up to the end. The idea is I can chain it to the corner of the foot there. That will help keep the gate down and the creep feeder in place and the gate in place, and yeah. But this fella's got no bolt, so I've got to put a bolt in him. This might just get a bit loud, just a bit. Right, you got to go in there. That'll do nicely. Right, now we'll need a hole to go in there. I'm going to hold off drilling my own hole, because if Tim's going to come with his mag drill, yeah, it's just a better job. But so that's that bit kind of sorted out. I reckon that little gate I've got over there can go on the back of that over there. So we'll do that next. But we are going to have to shut that off and move that first. I am thinking of putting a 4-foot water trough in that corner, take this little fella out, put a big one in there. But yeah, I need to turn the water off first. Right, it's a madhouse here in a minute. Holly's preparing to go off on holiday. You can get that as far away from the hedge as possible, because it drives my dogs nuts.
Put it to that thicket over there.
Over there, yes please.
Okay, yeah.
Alright, thank you. Cheers. So the ferreters are in. And he was about to get the guts out of that rabbit, but I don't want it right outside my gate. For obvious reasons. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. So, putting the barn together for the animals, I need to go and buy 2 15-foot gates. And I say I need, I don't have to buy 2 15-foot gates. I could steal 2 from down the field, but the problem is they're still kind of being used. And I got a use for 15-foot gates now. I don't particularly want to buy them now because they're excessively expensive in comparison to what the rest of the gates are. But I've looked at doing the shedding in the barn with our hurdles, but they're 10 foot. And the problem is the gap between the posts on the barn is 15 foot. So I don't have a 15-foot hurdle, I don't have a 5-foot hurdle. So it doesn't fit. I can't really make it fit. Let's say I zigzag stuff and there's no straight lines, and would that be just to be a pain? So some of my gates that I had, I've actually taken down to our other farm. So there was a 16-foot gate went down there, well that was too big anyway, and a couple of our 15-foot gates have gone down there as well. So I could tap the old man up and say, do you want to buy the gates off me and I'll go and have a couple more, but as I probably stand to re-inherit those gates another day, that would probably be a bit tight, wouldn't it? So I'm going to bite the bullet, back down the Moor Valley. I've just rung them up and said, have you got any 15-foot gates? They said, we've got 44. And I said, you're probably not going to sell out this afternoon, but I'll come down and get 2 anyway. So that's, I think, what we're going to do. Is I'm only going to put field gates up. I'm not going to put yard gates up because I can't afford them. And Dexters, unless they're really bothered about something, they don't tend to jump over gates. They don't tend to. So that's the plan. So 2 15-foot gates. I can fill the 2 15-foot gaps with those. The feed barriers can go up in the middle. When Tim comes, you can drill the holes and we can put them in there. I will have to put a ratchet strap down for the middle of them because the smaller cattle are just going to walk straight through it. Bearing in mind these feed barriers are made for larger animals, so I'm going to have to do something about that, stop any escaping through there. But it's all doable. I mean, the worst comes to worst, you drill a few holes in some of them, and you get a couple of fencing rails and a few coach bolts, and you just permanently fix something. Doable. Right, I am steaming the Land Rover up, so we'll have a bit of that. Right, I'll see you when we get back to the farm. Lovely wash in dirty water. You want me to put a pink high vis on? Oh, sorry. I drew the line. That's not happening. I'll stay in the truck. I'm not wearing a pink high vis. It's a 15-foot yard gate and it's bloody heavy. So if he wants to lift it on by himself, he can carry on. Actually, I've got a Vizzy in here, so I can't help him out. But pink. What's that? Match my eyes. 15-foot yard gate. 15-foot yard gate. You're going to be... Which side? I reckon that's... Yard gate's that side. So yes, I've gone with 2 15-foot yard gates, which were eye-watering. That's 14 foot. That's 18 foot. The one that I think actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to park at the back here and wait and go and find where it is, and I'll put a Vizzy on just to keep them happy. Oh. Is it this side? Right, okay.
very nicely.
Right. Oh, do you want to back up back over there then?
Oh, yes, probably. Yeah.
Alright, I'll stick it up over there. So. We'll let the forklift do the work, shall we? We'll have that. No, no, not that one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. These were very kindly given to me by a subscriber, and they've been most useful recently. Thank you. Crash. Fair play, it didn't crash. I reckon he's done that before. Right, I'm not going to tell you how much that was because it's too painful to say the number. Might have to sell some cattle. Well, as painful as that was, they are necessary. To be honest, if I went to a sale and bought some second-hand gates, it probably wouldn't be a lot less because the price of metal, the price of everything's gone up. All the new stuff's gone up, and it's dragged up the second-hand behind it. So there's no real saving. And the thing is, I need them today because if I want to get these cattle in over the weekend or over the next couple of days, I need to complete this job. So we always intended to put two 15-foot yard gates on the new barn anyway. It's just that when we originally priced up doing those gates, I think they were something like 140, 150 quid each. Now they're 210. But that's just the way it is. Everything's got expensive, and you know, no point complaining about it. I won't toot the horn because you've got a puppy in your hand. Does this mean you're going home now? You're not available to help me hang a gate?
No, I can't.
Alright.
Stop, legs. In.
What have you got behind your ear? It's got poo on its head.
It's just for you.
There you go.
Come here, child.
Alright.
I was just about to look the house up. Do you still want me to do that if you're done the yard?
No, I'm alright now. I'm fine now. So hopefully Tim will be here soon. So he'll drill some holes for me. So you're going to miss teasing him as well, then. Or he's going to miss teasing you, more like.
Probably.
Yeah. Alright. I'll see you later. I can't reach. Nearer. Nearer.
I can't get any closer.
Yes, you can. Head butt at the door then. Right, I'll see you there.
See you later.
Bye. Loads of room. I just got to learn how to negotiate the yard again, so where everything is. So actually, when this barn's actually finished and we got more posts in, it'll be even harder. Right. That'll do. Here it comes again. I'd be glad to get the spouting on there. Connect it up. Stop some of the splashing. So, anyway, it's well, nearly 5 o'clock. I've kind of had enough for today. Stacked everything neat and tidy up over here as best I can. Some of this stuff is going to get damp, can't help that until I got the Yorkshire boarding on and the gutter up there. This is open to the elements, but it is what it is. Picked up our two 15-foot gates. They're ready to go as and when I get that sorted out. The feed barriers I've kind of got lined up where I think I actually want them another few inches higher than that. This here is going to have to be dug out, a pipe put underneath, then this built back up again. So I'm going to actually deliberately build this up so it's a bit higher than inside, so the cattle can feed through there. The eagle-eyed of you may have spotted the crush. I have a spare crush that I bought at farm sale years ago. If I'm going to put the cows and calves in this side and the young stock in that side, I kind of need to be prepared that if something has difficulty calving or whatever and I need to put them in a crush, I've got it. I might just as well use it. So I bought it in, I've only roughly placed it for a minute. I'm probably going to come that way a little bit. I can put the vet gate on there. I've got a couple of other gates as well, and I've got the two guillotine gates. So some of this I can probably build a bit later on. But the whole idea of this building, if I'm putting the cows and calves in, I want to be able to split this into two. I've got a gate that end I can get in, I've got a gate that end I can get in. It basically means that I can refresh bedding, I can push everything up one end, refresh bedding, push everything at the other end, refresh bedding that end, and I can kind of stay on top of muck and cleaning out and stuff like that. So this side of the barn has never been used for cattle. This side's had young stock in it, but that side's never been used for cattle. We've always reserved that bit for the sheep. I'm kind of hoping that we'll have ourselves sorted out with that side before we even think about lambing. The ram hasn't gone out yet. I've already put the ewes on fresh grass today to start the second half of flush. So the ram can go out in about 10 days. So we'll probably be lambing the week after the clocks change next time. Something like that. So, but yeah, so the crush. I've only bought it in for a minute. If it's pitting down rain tomorrow, at least I can go on and do something undercover and in the dry. I'm going to take the cattle hurdles from the back, and I'm going to build something in here that I can separate cattle up left, like forward or whatever. So I might even do it in such a way that I can turn that around and push cattle through the vet gate. It's not a big gate. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that for a minute. So yeah, I might even, thinking about it, I might even put another gate post in here that fits the crush, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I can put the crush in here and I can have a gate post in there that I can secure everything to on there. That does mean digging a hole in the barn, but I've got some cement, I've got some aggregate somewhere up there. I could do it, but I have just used my last hinge post. I'd have to go and buy a hinge post. More money. Alright, okay, so there you go. We're waiting for Tim to come. He's going to come today or tomorrow, or when he can. We're going to drill some holes with his mag drill in that steel, and that one, so that we can put these feed barriers in. We're probably going to have to put a ratchet strap or something down the middle of them, because the calves are just going to be straight out through there, aren't they? Let's face it, they will. These bars are too big for Dexter cattle really, but for the older cattle, they should be okay. It gives me more space in here. If I haven't got to feed them in here and I can feed them out there, it just gives me space, and it's easier. But I've got to clear that mess out there. Right, on that note, it stopped raining now. On that note, I think it's Saturday. I've kind of had it. Tomorrow will be the same routine as usual, over to see my dad, but in the afternoon we've got a special guest coming to see us. I had a message last night saying, Ian, we're passing through on the way home from Bath from visiting some friends. Can we call in and say hello? And I said, I'll look forward to seeing you. So that's going to be a surprise what that is. I don't know if we're going to be videoing anything with him, them, or not. But let's just to say they're a YouTube chum. Another YouTube chum. So, okay. That's it. I'm done. I've had enough. I'll see you tomorrow.